The once shadow, no longer shadow, now purified Nidoran, which is just here to be the boring Pokemon. So, sorry, Nidoran. Look, Nidoran, it's not you, it's me. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to LetsNot, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. Alrighty guys, so in this video, I'm not necessarily going to be talking about hacking per se. I'm going to talk, there'll be a little bit in there about cheating, but in general, what I wanted to discuss today was just Nintendo doing silly things. So if you guys remember, I made this video a while back about how the trade filter was broken and my shiny Golbat-Crobat appeared to be banned to the trade filter, right? So as we all know, Nintendo does some silly things. And I wanted to talk a little bit about one of the latest silly things I found out about, and I'm a little late to the game here, but when it comes to transferring Pokemon from Pokemon Go all the way over to Pokemon Sword and Shield, Nintendo made an odd choice. So, you know what? Let's get into it. Alrighty, guys. So I've launched into Pokemon Go, and I'm going to go ahead and pick a few Pokemon to demonstrate exactly what this is. So basically, what Nintendo decided to do was to make it so it was, I guess, harder to get legendary and mythical Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. They made it so that, all right, well, I can't not accept a Zacian raid. Hold up, one second. I mean, of course we're going to do this. I mean, I don't even have a Zacian in Pokemon Go yet. Well, we'll go ahead and edit this out. All right, guys, update. We caught the Zacian. Alrighty, so now that that's out of the way, we're back up on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few Pokemon and I'm going to transfer them into Pokemon Home. So I've already got a few that I kind of have in mind that I want to do this with. So to do this, we're actually just going to go into settings because, you know, why not put it way down deep in settings where nobody will ever find it, right? We're going to scroll all the way down here into basically next week until we get to Pokemon Home. Then we're going to go ahead and send Pokemon. And as long as we got this wonderful elixir here called Go Transporter Energy, which probably doesn't need to exist, then we're good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and transfer over four Pokemon, right? We're going to start with Mew. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and transfer over my only Mew just to demonstrate this for you all and kind of what's wrong with this and kind of what this problem, in my opinion, is, right? So we're going to transfer over Mew. We are also going to transfer over a Groudon because why not? That'll work. Actually, let's send over this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and send over just a couple more Pokemon that I don't have yet in Pokemon Sword and Shield because that's going to matter a little bit whether or not we have the Pokemon. So I'm going to send over a shiny Beldum just so we can see what it does with shinies. And I'm also going to send over a Nidoran, the most boring basic Pokemon that I could think of that I don't actually have yet in Crown Tundra. It's going to be a purified one. That shouldn't really matter, but I mean, if it does, it'll be cool to know. So we're going to send over a purified Nidoran as well. All right, so we're going to send over these four Pokemon. I like this. You will not be able to obtain another 76 Mew in Pokemon Go if you transport it. I accept those terms, Pokemon Go. I accept those terms. All right, so we're going to go ahead and transfer these over, and we're going to see what happens. All right, our Pokemon were sent to Pokemon Home. Good stuff. So let's go ahead now and jump screens over to Pokemon Home on the Nintendo Switch. Alrighty guys, so now we're back in Pokemon Home and we've got our brand new Pokemon that we've moved over, as well as a couple of Pokemon that were just sitting in our Pokemon Home anyway. So we see the four Pokemon that we've moved over from Pokemon Go. We've got our Mew here, as well as Groudon, the shiny Beldum we moved over, and the once shadow, no longer shadow, now purified Nidoran, which is just here to be the boring Pokemon. So, sorry, Nidoran. Look, Nidoran, it's not you, it's me. But anyway, so what I want to do is I just want to showcase what the issue is and how I feel about the issue. So, like I said before with the trade filter video, Nintendo does some silly things. And I'm saying silly because I'm trying to be nice, but what I really mean to say is sometimes they make some bad choices, right? So here's an example of that. So when you move a Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Home, you actually cannot move that Pokemon over to Pokemon Shield if it is a legendary Pokemon or if it is a mythical Pokemon, right? So examples being the Groudon and the Mew here. Unless you have already gotten that Pokemon in Pokemon Shield, so registered in the Pokedex. Now, why is this dumb? Because it just makes it, I mean, it gives people more reasons to cheat. So let me go ahead and show you. Let me go ahead and show you guys something. So this Mew here is the fakest, most ridiculous Mew I've ever seen. It is a shiny Mew. And for those of you who aren't aware, other than the shiny Mew you get in Pokemon Go, the only way to get a legal shiny Mew is through a Japanese version of Pokemon Emerald, like way back. And even getting a Pokemon from Pokemon Emerald into Pokemon Bank and Sword and Shield is extremely difficult. I've got, I think, one Pokemon that I've actually made that entire path with. It's a Sharpedo, and it's super, super hard. It's a pain in the butt. So the fact is, 99% of people ask me this, is like, yo, is my shiny Mew real? And the answer is always super easy. No, unless it came from Pokemon Co, it's not real. But obviously they did add a shiny Mew into Pokemon Go. It's locked behind an extremely long quest, and you had to pay $12 to get it. So still, most shiny Mews are going to be fake. But say you want to take that shiny Mew into Sword and Shield. The problem is that you can only do it if you've already got another Mew, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. And it has to be a Mew that's not just that other Mew from Pokemon Go. So let me explain. So if I try and take this Mew from Pokemon Go and move it into Pokemon Shield, it will tell me this. The selected Pokemon brought over from Pokemon Go has not been obtained in this save file. This Pokemon cannot be withdrawn. Okay? Sure. So instead, I'm like, well, I'll just, buy one off the internet, off of eBay, because like let's take this example. I don't even know where I got this shiny Mew from. I've had this shiny Mew for a super long time, and I actually was just scrolling through Pokemon Home the other day, and I found it, and I decided, you know what? Instead of releasing this, I'm going to put this to some good. So I found this shiny Mew, and I know for a fact that it's fake, right? Someone must have traded to me way back in the day when I was younger. But so I can take this shiny Mew, though, this super duper fake shiny Mew. I'm just going to toss it in Pokemon Shield, because why not? And now Groudon, same thing. If I take this Groudon, which again is a legendary Pokemon, it'll tell me, hey, you can't bring this over, which is, it's such an odd choice, because Groudon's not necessarily like, he's been out in a number of games, like Omega Ruby just came out, and it was super easy to catch a Groudon, right? And I've even got this really cool Groudon here, which is one from the 2018 Legends event, and, I can just bring him over. So it really begs the question of why, Nintendo? Why bother blocking legendaries and mythicals getting into the game? Especially because Crown Tundra's now got the Dynamax Raid Layers, which can let you catch almost every legendary in the game. Yeah, I get that doesn't work for mythicals, but like these Pokemon are already hard enough to get. And even in Pokemon Go, like, you only get a few mythical Pokemon. You pretty much only ever get one of each mythical Pokemon, and they're usually very hard to get. They're really long quests, super involved. So it's not like you're putting less effort in a lot of times to get these Pokemon from Pokemon Go. So I really don't get it, man, because it just inspires people to cheat more. Because like, hey, now if I want to get my real Mew into Pokemon Go, maybe I have to trade somebody else for a fake Mew, or maybe I have to have somebody hack in or SYSBot in a fake Mew, right? And it's just silly to me that a fake shiny Mew like this can make it in, but this legitimate Mew that we just saw come over from Pokemon Go cannot. And then finally, these are just here to show you guys that even if they're not in your Pokedex, you can still bring over any normal Pokemon, right? This restriction only exists on it literally only exists on mythical and legendary Pokemon. So normal Pokemon like Nidoran, even though they weren't in my Pokedex, and Beldum will still come over. So now that I've put these in here, if we go ahead and quit out of this and we save changes and exit, now these will officially be in my box in Pokemon Shield, right? So if I go right back into home, let's see if now we can transfer them over. Now that we've got a fake Mew in our Pokedex, a super fake Mew in our Pokedex, let's see if we can transfer over a real Mew. So I'm not even going to go to Shield. I'm actually just going to jump right back into this menu. And I'm going to jump right back into Pokemon Shield, right? I told my boxes to save. So theoretically, this should work because it should have already updated my Pokedex. So now we already see that the little icons that were telling us we couldn't trade them over have been taken away. And now we can move them in. Again, it's such a silly restriction. I really can't understand why they did this, why they decided to make this a limitation on Pokemon Go, just because, like, these are real Pokemon, right? Pokemon from Pokemon Go, yes, especially catching the legendaries is easier. Well, at least pre-Crown Tundra, it was easier, right? But you've already got the Pokemon Transporter, which limits how many legendaries you can send, right? Raids in Pokemon Go, while yes, they're easier, they're still limited for a lot of players. Unless you have a lot of friends or you have a lot of other people that play Pokemon Go, you can't go and beat a Groudon raid all on your own, right? And then finally, the mythicals, you know, the mythical quests for Celebi, Shiny Mew, Victini, most of these are locked behind paywalls in Pokemon Go. You have to pay money to get access to these events, right? And on top of that, they're not short. They're not easy. You have to play a lot of Pokemon Go to unlock some of these legendaries. Like, I'm still not even done unlocking the Shiny Mew from the Kanto event that happened a while back in Pokemon Go. So, like, it's a lot of work. And a lot of these fake mythical Pokemon that are out there, like this Shiny Mew, you do nothing to get it. So I don't know, man. It's really kind of a shame. But let's go ahead and check out these Pokemon in Pokemon Shield. So I'm going to go ahead and jump out of Pokemon Go now, and we'll jump into Pokemon Shield, and we'll take a look at both the real and the fake Pokemon in Pokemon Shield. Alrighty, guys, we are back. You know, the more I think about this, the more annoyed it makes me, because, like, say you're a brand new Pokemon player. Like, let's say that Pokemon Go is the reason you started playing Pokemon, right? So you got into Pokemon Go, it was your very first Pokemon game, and you really loved it, and you decided to buy Pokemon Shield. You're just stuck. You're stuck forever, man. That Mew, if you really want to move that over to Pokemon Shield, you could potentially never, ever get it in Pokemon Shield. Yes, I know there's the Pokeball Plus, and that is potentially an opportunity to move that over. But, like, for a lot of people, they will just, that Mew will basically just be stuck in Pokemon Home forever. You'll never be able to move that over. And buying the Pokeball Plus does cost money as well. All right, so now we have these in here. We've got the real Mew, we've got the super duper fake Mew, and you know, just in case it wasn't obvious enough, it's got 6 IVs. We've got the real Groudon, and we've got the other Pokemon that we moved in as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at these Pokemon. Right? So any Pokemon that comes in from Pokemon Go will have the stamp at the bottom, right? But it's just so silly to me. It'll say it came from Pokemon Go, and then like this thing, right? This super duper fake Mew here, level 100 from Morpheo with an ID number that looks very clearly fake as well, and perfect 31 IVs. It's a mess, man. It really is a mess. And what even ribbons are these? Contest memory ribbon, representing all of the ribbons you collected from contests. Solid. All right, great. Mew the once well-trained. That's hilarious. Another thing that really sucks about kind of this whole method is just that it's not actually easy to tell if you've got these things in the game yet, right? Beforehand, before you make the transfer from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home, right? So let's say, like, all right, I get this. I'm only going to trade over some stuff if I actually have those Legendaries and Sword and Shield. It's not actually super easy to check, right? So if I jump into the Pokedex, there's not actually a good way to search for Mew, right? So I know now that I've got Mew in my Pokedex, but it's not in the standard Pokedex. It's not in the Isle of Armor Pokedex, and it's not in the Crown Tundra Pokedex, right? So it begs the question of where is Mew, right? Because again, if you can't see it in the Pokedex, if I scroll all the way down to M here, right, it's not going to be a part of this list. So it begs the question of how can I easily check whether or not I've caught one of those Pokemon, right? So no Mew here, and then same thing with the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. You know, again, I'm searching here for that same Mew. You won't be able to see it in the Pokedex. It really is silly. In like their goal of not ever having a national Pokedex in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they've just made it now to where you can't actually check Pokemon that aren't in the Pokedex. They now have a whole subset of Pokemon, including like almost all the legendaries you can catch in the Crown Tundra, that they just don't exist in here. They just like, well, we don't want to keep expanding the Pokedex, so we're just not going to include them. So it's really silly, man. It's really silly because like they should have like some section for like unsanctioned Pokemon or Pokemon unlisted Pokemon or something, because like let's say if I had a Suicune, for example, in Pokemon Go, and I'm like, well, I want to bring it over. Maybe I caught a really cool shiny Suicune in Pokemon Go. Well, I want to bring it over to Pokemon Shield. Let me go check my Pokedex first to make sure I have it so I can even bring it over. You can't do it because it's not in the Pokedex. It's so silly, man. This whole process of bringing over legendaries and mythicals from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Sword and Shield is such a mess because you can't see them in the Pokedex because they're not listed in the Pokedex. And it's just, it favors people who have been playing the game for a really long time, because if you're fortunate like me and you've been playing this game over the course of many years, chances are you have a lot of the old legendary Pokemon, you have a lot of the old mythical Pokemon, and then you can bring over updated or newer ones from Pokemon Go. But if you're a brand new player to Pokemon Go and Pokemon Shield, you're unfairly being kind of bullied by Nintendo here, because you don't get that. You don't get to bring over those Pokemon, even though they're real. They're super real. They came from Pokemon Go. Usually you have to work pretty hard to get them. I don't know, guys. That's just my little rant of Nintendo just making some odd choices. I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this. Obviously, I think the pro to this is that it allows less Pokemon into Pokemon Sword and Shield, like less legendary. Is that even a pro? I don't even know if that's a pro, because people, like, if you make this too hard, these are real Pokemon. If you make this too hard, you're just giving people more reasons to cheat and do things like SYSBot. So yeah, I take that back. I don't think there's any pro to this. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys see a good reason for Nintendo to have this limit in Pokemon Sword and Shield? I mean, the limit's not in home. I'm just curious what you guys think. Leave a comment, let me know. And also, guys, if you guys do want to see more Pokemon Sword and Shield videos, make sure to leave a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. All right, though, guys, that'll be it for this video. Again, it's weird, man. It's super weird, but let me know what you guys think. All right, have a good one, everybody, and I will see you next time.